We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. First pitch of a great pitcher's duel is coming up next. Mike Clevenger gets the ball for the Indians in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
I know one thing, he looks a lot like Jacob deGrom until deGrom cut his hair, but this guy has really good stuff. Long, lanky guy, good sneaky fastball, low to mid 90s at time, a good assortment of curveballs and breaking balls to go along with it. Quality pitcher who's made his name initially coming out of the bullpen. He's carved a niche for himself as a starting pitcher.
First offering on its way. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. The 2-1. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Past history with Mike Clevenger, 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy. Works. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
The 2-2 one more time. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
So striding forward now, J.D. Martinez. He comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to Martinez. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Red Sox nothing. Tribe coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitch. As a lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball, 93 to 96 miles an hour, a good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. And he's someone they're going to have to watch out for. You can see he's been a tough out over the last couple of series. He's set. Here it comes. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Hernandez is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He swings and grounds it to short. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think this club could really use some improvement from Carlos Santana. He had almost 100 runs batted in a year ago, so I think maybe he's putting some pressure on himself to repeat that kind of production, and it's just not happening. Sometimes you just have to go back to basics and focus on having quality ABs.
Swinging a hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
At the plate, Domingo Santana, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. There is Pedroia. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Xander Bogaerts.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First offering on its way.
Ball. That's inside.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2-0 count. Here it comes.
Ball. That's off the plate.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So coming to the plate, Mitch Moreland. And he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
That's ball.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
The 2-0. Bogaerts aboard here at first with nobody out. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line hard toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 13 home runs and 41 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Outside.
Runners at second and third here. Nobody out.
Ball. That's
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Right fielder coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. The average has been good, 306 to start the day. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down. And to score from third, the tying run.
Batting it, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Comes set and the 0-1.
Nope.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. One and two to the Red Sox catcher.
1-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Full count now. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes. And history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch on its way.
No, that's down.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 home. Right side hit hard. Gloved by Santana to second for 1. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1. So coming to the plate, Carlos Santana. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hot shot to third. Devers has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Line drive, base hit.
Sometimes you just got to thank your lucky stars right there. Definite missed execution pitch right there. Eyes lit up on that pitch right down the middle.
Another example of how difficult it is to throw 3 quality pitches in a row. The first 2 pitches right on the corner. That one a little bit too much of the plate.
From the stretch. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
It's 2-0 now. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Standing in now, Sandy Leon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, Kevin Pillar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, and the Red Sox move in front. It's 2-1.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
In there, 1-2 now. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central.
Martinez.
Digging in, J.D. Martinez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. One out, nobody on. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is swung on and missed. And the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And it's quickly 0-2. One and 2 to the Boston shortstop.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. Pitch is popped up. Santana is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's a 2-1 Boston advantage. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Fouled off. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ramirez stands 5'9" and will hit from both sides of the plate. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. 0-1 the count. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. Another one sent foul. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. From the belt, the pitch hit back up the middle. Bogaerts has it. Pedroia.
Now batting, Lindor.
In the third, and with it comes first pitch on its way.
Right when they drafted this guy, he has turned himself.
Far too late as he steals second with ease. Second here with 1 man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Francisco Lindor. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The designated hitter.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Reyes is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Reyes, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Into the box, Domingo Santana, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here it is. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. And that retires the side. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. We played 3 full, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings up the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning, so he won't be nibbling.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
The count is 1-2.
Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the ball.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Pedroia waiting, the 1-0. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So now Carlos Santana. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Carlos Santana.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
The center fielder, number 35, Oscar Mercado.
To the plate now, Oscar Mercado. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1 delivery. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. And it's fouled away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more, and this is popped up near second base, and Pedroia looks this one in for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Jordan Luplow.
Now at the plate, Jordan Luplow looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Sandy Leon. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's given the Indians a 4-2 lead.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Fouled off. Four runs, 8 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, kicks and deals, and he fouls this one off. Grounded back up the middle. Pedroia has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 4-2 in favor of the Tribe. Stepping into the box, Kevin Plawecki. He drew a walk his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-1.
Now,
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
oh, that's low.
Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Outside, 3-0 now. Kevin Pillar is on deck. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The right fielder, number 5, Kevin Pillar.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Kevin Pillar.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the stretch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So the line score will show he departs after just 4 innings of work, and you know they wanted more out of him than this, as he won't even stand to be the winning pitcher here. Adam Plutko is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Plutko.
Andrew Benintendi will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, 0-1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Scooped up. 1 there. And he's in there safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Ready once again, J.D. Martinez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Martinez is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. From the belt, the pitch. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he's safe.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Moreland.
Stepping in now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He pulls this one into right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Now the 0-1. Hit well towards the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox lead it 5-4. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Francisco Lindor. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First pitch on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Down the third baseline. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Bromby Reyes.
1 man out now in the Cleveland 5th. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
2-2.
Now a bouncing ball hit to Pedroia at second. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 24, Domingo Santana.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And it's fouled away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Pilar, but this will land untouched. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball. Chasing after it is Pilar. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Digging in once again, Kevin Plawecki. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th.
Kevin Plawecki.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. And he'll reach to his left to make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting.
So here now is Jackie Bradley.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First offering on its way.
Ball. Count
Now
1
some
and 0.
movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. One out, nobody on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The right fielder, number 5, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. High in the air out to center field. Mercado will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Here's Carlos Santana now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Line drive, base hit down the line.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap.
Now in the box, Oscar Mercado. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Pedroia on to Moreland, and it's a double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Now at the plate, Jordan Luplow, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Indians fail to score. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Stepping up to the plate, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
J.D. Martinez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now that's popped up. Santana is under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. He's got it on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Standing in, Mitch Moreland. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the pitch. Hit down the line at first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 5-4. Darwinzon Hernandez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Darwinzon Hernandez.
Ready to take his hacks again, Sandy Leon, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Pilar's there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Settling in now, Jose Ramirez. He singled his last time up.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And Moreland will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Leading off the inning, Rafael Devers, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Rafael Devers.
First offering on its way.
Nope, at the ball.
Did get the call there, but you can't let that bother. You just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Hunter Wood is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
For the Indians, number 44, Hunter Wood.
At the plate, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch, and he lays off for a ball. 2-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Luplow is there, 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Stepping in, Kevin Plawecki. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
He's set, and the pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Outside, 3-0 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0.
Down to 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Okay.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Standing in, Kevin Pillar. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they'll go ahead and tack another to their lead as it's now a 6-4 ball game.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Popped him up. Ramirez has room in foul territory, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox on top 6-4. Matt Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Lindor.
The pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
A runner at first with no outs here. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Number 0.
So stepping in, Domingo Santana, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Two balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
I got 3-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Carlos Santana. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Fastball swung on and missed.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So now to the plate, Oscar Mercado. This is foul right side. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Count remains at 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Grounded to the right. Pedroia fields it cleanly. On to first, and the Tribe are held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Score remains steady at 6-4. Nick Wittgren enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Nick Wittgren.
Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Martinez.
The pitch. Scorched to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Popped him up. Hernandez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Ready now, Mitch Moreland. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Misses. Ball 2. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Nothing in the Boston ninth. Last chance coming up for the Indians. They trail by a couple. That's 6-4. Brandon Workman is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Brandon Workman.
Stepping into the box, Jordan Luplow. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. And he pops him up back behind second base. Bogaerts is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready for another shot now, Sandy Leon. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Full count, 3-2. And right into the shift. And that's through, a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Runners on first with one down. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled off. Here comes another 0-2. Hit sharply toward the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. from the stretch. Smoked on the ground left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happen.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up. Pedroia ranging into shallow right. He can't get there as it falls in. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Boston used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Eduardo Rodriguez earns win number 7 on the season. Brandon Workman hammers down the save, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Cleveland, 4 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.